Throughout the first month of the season, Brandon Nimmo has been one of the best players in all of baseball. The Mets center fielder is currently slashing 368, 479, 526 with a 183 WRC plus, 2 homers, 8 extra base hits in 95 plate appearances. In all of the major leagues, Nimmo now currently holds the highest wins above replacement at 1.6 value. Now, I don't really think he's going to be keeping up this MVP caliber play that he is right now, but we all know Nimmo has been able to give you consistency for consecutive years now, give you those all-star caliber seasons like this. And I think the real question is this the year that he finally does get that recognition? Does he finally become an all-star, which we all appreciate here? I mean, obviously, it's just that's the type of recognition I think that at this point he does deserve, because he's been fantastic so far, but we all know overall he's going to have a fantastic season overall.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, like all those numbers you listed doesn't show up, but still, the highlight reel plays. It seems like almost on a nightly basis,
Oh
whether
yeah.
he's diving or jumping. I mean, you're seeing him rob some extra base hits, and you go to appreciate him when you see Tommy Pham out there who can't catch any, doesn't make any of those plays. So you really get more of an appreciation for all the things.
You also appreciate him when you also had to see Jordani Valdespin out there and Colin
Oh, of course.
Cowgill.
The great one. I mean, we've talked about it so many times,
Absolutely,
but
the legend.
what I want to see from Brandon is more of this, swinging the bats, the 5 hit game, the Max Scherzer game we got suspended.
Mhm.
Like that's what you want to see out of a guy who you gave a lot of money to. Whereas when the season first started, Nimmo was pretty much walks exclusively. I mean, he had a great on base, he drew a ton of walks, and that's fine enough for the leadoff hitter. But when you have a team who is walk, 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 like we've said before, somebody's got to swing the bat. So I do hope we see a bit more of an aggressive Brandon Nimmo, a new Brandon Nimmo. In order for him to become an all-star, he's going to need these casual numbers. Right now, only 2 home runs. That's not going to get it done, but he does have the 368 batting average. That'll get you there. High on base percentage won't do it. It's got to be either the average or the home runs. That's the only way you could become an all-star and be recognized by the casual fan base. So I hope he can do it. I mean, he hit a nice one out in San Francisco. Not an easy ballpark to do that in. So I like to see that. But this is definitely what the Mets need from a guy who someone else has to step up, because we've talked about Pete Alonso just being on another level, carrying the team. You need somebody else to really step up and be that, I don't want to say sidekick, but another big time contributor. Because with Lindor, it's been mixed results. McNeil has his singles. Marte's been in at the lineup with injuries. So it's nice to see Brandon Nimmo stepping up, because we know all the other guys, yikes. So definitely much needed production from Brandon Nimmo, and you see the results with the Mets winning a lot of these games.
Every single year, this guy gets better. He just gets better every single year. Let's not forget, when he was called up, this was called a fourth outfielder who is always injured, can't play center field. I mean, the list goes on and on. Why did you draft this guy in the first round? What the hell was Sandy thinking? Which we usually ask a lot, but he has been fantastic so far. And this is a different level, which who knows if he does sustain this whatsoever. But I mean, he just continues to get better every single year. And that's just something that you really are happy to see right now. And another thing, you can knock on wood if you're superstitious, but he's just stayed healthy. He's been healthy. He's been in the lineup every single day. And even though guys could replace him as a possible leadoff hitter, because we got tons of those here, I mean, nobody does it like Nimmo. Nobody does it like Nimmo. Strikeouts are at a career low right now. He's at a career low rate. He's at a career high in walk rate. I mean, he's been Brandon Nimmo and he's been Jeff McNeil combined. Almost makes that second baseman even more obsolete than he actually is. Isn't that crazy? But other than that, I mean, at this point, I think it's time where he does get that recognition. And I think he really should. I don't think he's going to be doing it at this level. And, there is going to be that competition, but it's about time that he actually does get the recognition that he deserves as an all-star caliber player, because when he is healthy, he is, in my opinion, he's our best hitter, like overall as our best hitter. Pete Alonso's our best power bat. He's our biggest bat, our big bopper. But overall, as an overall hitter, Brandon Nimmo is our best hitter. And that's literally what you're looking at right now. And, you're also starting to see him steal some bases too, which is something that's been one of your main gripes with him recently. That he has now tied his third career high. He's got 3. Yeah, bigger bases, might as well go, and we'll see what
Yeah, I
happens.
mean, let
I don't
the
know.
pickoffs. I mean, this is what I want to see. I mean, make the money worth it.
And he's been over what he's been worth so far. I mean, that's pretty much
Oh,
he's on pace right now, and obviously he's not going to reach it because, he'll always have that injury concern, whatever. On pace right now, near 12-win season. I mean, that's how really good he's been so far in the month of April. Is he going to do it? No. But I mean, he has really just been a very valuable piece to this team. And I really do hope that he does get that recognition because for those who don't watch the Mets religiously, Brandon Nimmo gets $162 million. Like, oh, what's this? I mean, does he actually deserve that? But, he reaches that little bit higher of that level. I mean, it's definitely impressive what he's been able to do. Mets fans know how good this guy is. And I'm also just so glad that we brought him back because, again, like we've said before, the center field options were not great in free agency or on the trade market.
stay healthy. I mean, that's what it comes down to because we know
Oh
that he
yeah.
can do a lot of different things. It's just a matter of staying on the field. That's all we